I don't know whether it's just me, but everyone seems a bit quieter today, so I've jacked up the volume a bit.
Even me?
Everyone. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, Charles, you're nice and loud.
Ooh,
Yeah.
super loud.
Yeah. Yeah. Aristo's quite loud. That's good.
And you only have to listen to it for 2.5 hours.
Oh.
I had her volume turned up to the max, that's why.
Yeah.
From back when her volume was not so.
Oh, and she left. Oh, no. I'm going to hear about it.
Trouble now.
You're in trouble.
Fantastic. I don't think there's anything wrong with her setup. I must have tweaked everybody's because. Are you back, Arista?
I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just teasing.
It's fine. I'm trying to fix my voice so I'm not so loud. Annoying.
No.
Oh, no.
No. We had the volume turned up.
I had you jacked up to the max back from when you did not have such a loud mic.
Right.
Yeah, seriously, I'm just trying to figure out how to turn down the Sorek.
You click the character.
Oh.
More.
No.
I could swear it was just a right click.
Yeah, this one.
I don't
Oh,
remember
here
what
it
it is.
So
Yeah.
click dots and then you.
Yeah, I was trying to click in the wrong.
Yes, I am a loud person. I have that voice. Like
I don't think it's your voice. I think it's just the setting.
the head. Make your head vibrate. Oh. And surround sound.
So I gotta know, do you get much flack around this time of year because of your name?
No.
Good to know, then I won't add to it.
I know exactly where you're going with that. Yes.
Well, I was only thinking of it because my son's
the
now,
great pumpkin's coming up.
yeah. Well, my
I
son's now
know.
9, and so I was kind of looking through the stickers we have for school, and
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of great
Charlie
pumpkin.
Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of great pumpkin stickers, and I'm like, I know it, Charles.
Yep. Classic Peanuts is awesome. I love the Great Pumpkin. I love the Christmas Story. We even have a Charlie Brown Christmas tree.
Oh, the little pitiful looking Christmas tree.
Yep.
Oh, adorable.
It's actually called the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It looks as sad as that thing.
Mark, I'm going to try and remount my button. Don't mind the flashing.
Okay. While we're waiting, it's going to go ahead and award XP for the ogre.
Well, it's about time.
I think you mean trolls.
Yes, right. That's right.
Zorak was very, very insistent that they're trolls. So.
Yeah.
Come on, 225.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 425. 325.
Yes. I would much, well, yes.
325. 325. 325.
324.
What is that? No, I want them to be ogres. Ogres. Of them ogres.
Yeah, they were ogres. It's just we couldn't convince you otherwise.
No, I want them to be ogres.
So for my for my alternate character, I'm trying to decide between Longleaf Halfling and wood elf. Thoughts?
What elf?
I love halflings.
Right down the middle there.
Yeah.
I'm a gnome. It can be two short people.
Well, it's a long time since I've been in the game with a halfling.
So,
Halflings are fun.
does anyone
They
happen
are
to
a lot of
have?
fun.
Does anyone happen to have the CK guide that has the longleaf halfling in it? Because online here, it's not displaying the symbols correctly, so I don't know what the attribute modifiers are.
Bear with me.
Halfling can be Dex.
I haven't opened up my books yet. It'll be in the player's archive for sure, so I'll just open that up. Oh no, it's a race, not a class, of course. So it won't be in that book.
Indeed, it is.
Is it from the Aired books, maybe?
Come again?
I'm wondering if it's in the player's guide to Aired.
It says it's in the Castle Keeper's Guide.
Ooh, okay. 1 second. And what's it called? What halfling?
Longleaf?
Longleaf. Aha. Yes, it's an example class for racial variance. Okay, bear with me. I will copy paste all the debris into the chat.
Thank you. I just realized where I would have found this. I'm so sorry to have bothered you to do that, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I think that I am. So if you were waiting for me, I'm sorry to have held everyone up.
No worries.
You made it?
I made it. Yeah, I'll deal with my laptop during the week.
Gonna have to upgrade to Windows 9.
Oh gosh.
I mean, 10. Ugh.
There you go, it's in the chat.
Thank you. Ouch!
All right.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah, I do got to turn you
It's
down.
Oh, sorry.
It's like a challenging class.
It's the attribute modifiers are not pretty. -2 strength, +1 dex, -1 con.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's,
See? Yes.
Kind of brutal. Maybe you don't want to do that.
Yeah, but look at their resistance. Plus they get dark vision.
Resistance, not
Dusk
also with
vision.
the arcane weakness. Susceptible to disease. Yeah, they don't look very awesome.
+1 to surprise attacks, but Maybe a
I,
regular halfling.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and try to catch us up from last week while you finish up your logging rituals or whatever it is you're doing. So when we last visited, as we've already discussed, Sorak found a troll lair with a pair of trolls. Everyone else fought ogres, but Sorak was fighting trolls. Um, you found a locked door to the west and elected to go down to the door to the east. You passed a pile of gnawed on bones, some refuse. The bones have been mostly stripped clean, so there's not a lot of rotting flesh or anything there, but a pile of scrap bones. And when you opened the door to room 2, you found a pair of ogres who were sleeping initially, and you startled, surprised them, and managed to basically beat the snot out of them. Mostly because they were so smitten in ogre love that they sacrificed themselves to save the other. So half your work seemed to be done for you from ogre love.
Ogre love.
Ogre love, and that's kind of where we've ended. One notable thing that did happen was they both ended up charging. I don't recall who exactly they charged initially, but they both died falling on Arista. So Arista was.
they were both trying to get to me, but Arista was in the way, and then they died next to her and squashed her twice.
Right. So Arista has felt the brunt of ogre love.
Actually, I feel better now.
Mark, can you push that map out to me? Mine's not updated. I'm using a different computer right now. I don't have the progress or the tokens or anything.
They should download normally when you.
Okay.
So if you go into images, do you see it?
Yeah, I've got the map. I just don't have the progress that we made inside L.
Maybe
interesting.
Quit and reload. I would, if I were you, especially if you just updated. Maybe it's some fancy ground weirdness. We've had plenty of that.
Yeah, probably. Do you see the map like completely revealed?
No. It's as if we had not entered L yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we haven't entered L at all. We skipped L. We
went to D.
Yeah, it went straight to D.
Because we looked over D when we said L. So when we realized D was still there, we decided to clear it out first.
Okay. I'm ready.
There is.
We haven't searched the corpses or the room or anything yet, by the way, guys.
That is true.
We literally just finished. We healed up Arista. I collected some arrows and we stopped. Well, some arrows. 1 arrow.
I tried this thing called Sync Client View. Did that help at all?
I'm coming back in now.
Okay.
Yeah, that helped. Thank you.
Okay. So, assuming you'll search the bodies you won't find anything other than tattered ogre clothes, which, as you can imagine, are not they are not washed on any regular basis. So they will smell of ogre, and they'll be too big. But assuming you search the
For the
pile
ogres?
for you,
Oh.
Oh, that's a shame. Just when I was looking forward to wearing some filthy ogre rags.
right? As you search about the bones, you discover that it looks like the most recent meal for the ogres was a woman and two other men, one of whom looked to be some sort of priest or clergyman. And let's see.
Now I don't feel bad about killing the lovers.
Yeah, me neither.
There are corpses of several people here in varying states of gnaw. The freshest being the three I just described. And you will also see several things which I will drag into the party sheet.
Is there any signs that any of these people are the missing merchant that we're looking for? Or the princess or whatever? Who was it we were looking for? It's been so long.
You were definitely looking for a merchant at one point. I remember that.
Yeah, based on some silly rumor in a bar.
Yep, exactly. At one time, you were looking for the missing whereabouts of the captain, now Castellan's sister, and you did find her body and
Yep, I
told
remember that.
him where it was. Yep. So,
Okay, there are two items in the party sheet that just say unidentified item.
yeah. So there are going to be two amulets you find amongst the more the older eaten body. The one of the fresher bodies was a man. He was wearing a cloak, an unidentified cloak. And let's see, anything else unidentified? A couple of scrolls you find. It looks like not far from the body of the priest or cleric, you find a staff. Various vestments, trousers, some jerky, some foodstuffs, a sprig of wolfsbane, number of spears. So it appears as though the most recent victims, they were possibly in the cave when they were taken, killed, eaten. You find a knife, some jewelry. In the robes on the priest, there was a stick of incense, and not far was a censer. And
Were they trying to cleanse the cave?
hard to say.
Well, they may not have been here for the ogres. They may have just come across the ogres. It might be whatever's in the other half of this cave.
Armor and weapon oil.
But it's
Weapon
definitely
oil.
Wolfsbane. Maybe we're looking at some sort of nastiness.
The you do find a couple of broken bows. There is only one bow that's unbroken, a short composite bow.
None of us can detect magic, I think, or can they? Speak up now if you can.
Um,
Sorry, who's speaking? Someone was correctly.
It's Tor.
Oh, he's gone.
He's back.
Oh, I've made things difficult for Tor. Sort of. Arrows for the short bow. They that's a good question. Yes, let me add them. My dice look different.
Yeah, I was thinking that just now. A little bit weird.
The numbers are bigger, huh?
Yeah. My tower gets moved all the time.
Totally not complaining.
Let's see. Um, find 10 arrows to go with the.
He's dropped out, so he won't be hearing.
Okay.
I'll put it in the chat maybe for. I see you lighting up, Thor, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yep, I heard that.
Yeah, Tor, there were 10 arrows.
Okay, great.
And you probably want a quiver, so. Unless you already have one.
No, I don't.
So Charles, you missed it last time. We spent quite a bit of time emptying our stuff.
The stuff.
Yeah, we're looking for a new place to store our stuff now because we do not feel the Underkeep is a secure location anymore. We can't lock the doors behind us. Now our rogue is gone.
Yeah, that seems a little. Yeah.
So yeah, we need a location now. It may be that we can find and secure somewhere in these caverns. Not that I'd be happy with that, but you know, I think it's even safer than the Underkeep even here now.
Okay, any plans?
Let's pick up the stuff and go, go, go.
Hit that door to the west.
This cloak that we find, is there anything noticeable, any distinguishing marks or anything special about it?
I'm sorry, what that you found?
The cloak.
Cloak. It looks like it has some sort of very fine, almost unnoticeable filigree, lining all the edges.
Ooh, sounds fancy. Um, it'd be a shame not to use it. Anyone mind if I just take this cloak for now?
Nope.
After all, what can
I
possibly
have
go
no.
wrong in some random item we find lying around? Hey, Arista.
Be my guest, man, but I'm not following you behind that wall.
Yeah, okay. So I will swipe the cloak for now. But if and when if it does anything, I'm happy for anyone who can make better use of it than me. I don't know. I just got a thing about it, feeling about it. The amulets, I don't know either, but yeah, someone else can try this. Can you change the description of the cloak a little, just so I don't mix it up with the regular cloak that's non-filigreed in my inventory?
Let's see. Helps if I spell filigree right. Oh, one L. I believe.
Yep, that's right.
So I'm gonna assume if it's not in somebody's inventory, then the items you're just leaving on the ground.
Well, I'd like to know more about the staff that you said there is.
Let's see. What does the staff say?
To be clear, I am not touching it. I'm going to inspect it without touching it just yet.
Why ever would you want to be so
So-
cagey
so-
about that?
So, Sorak, is any of this stuff evil?
Exactly.
I will concentrate and say a
Yes.
prayer to my God and determine are these. Do I detect anything? You know, great Torak.
Yes.
My
These are safe, young dwarf.
all good. My God tells
So,
me.
do I like the way that this staff looks more than the one I'm already have?
It appears like just like a normal staff. I mean, it does have some markings that are more adornments than anything. But your staff looks like it's just a staff to, simply made. It's more of a almost more like a walking staff or something that to be used as a simple weapon. Whereas this looks more like a staff that almost certainly a mage would have worn, or I'm sorry, would have used. It does not look like it was a walking staff was its original purpose. That's all I can say.
I like the magey staff. I'm going to take it.
Cool.
I'm cool with that.
Was that one of the unidentified items?
Yes. I believe, yeah, it doesn't have an unidentified name. What does it show up for you? It's just staff?
There's nothing that says staff. It just says unidentified item.
Very
We
interesting.
have two
Okay,
of those.
I'm sorry. This is not working as well as I thought. I didn't realize it gets very generic if you don't ID it. Let us see. Where did it go? Or did you already? No, you didn't put it in your thing. Let me see if I can.
But the two items that say unidentified item. Oh, one of those was a staff. Okay. And the other one, I guess, was an amulet.
There, how's that?
Okay. I can't read the markings?
Nope.
Can I read the markings?
You both have read or decipher script, or read. What is it? Read magic.
If it's magic language, no. If it's runes, yes. Magic, no.
No runes. The markings are mostly adornment.
Okay.
So if you
Well, I'm
imagine
just going to drop my old one here and pick up this one.
you're just gonna litter the floor, but who cares, right? It's a dead ogre's place.
Yeah, would anybody notice?
What's that?
Would anybody notice? It's not like they're excellent housekeepers, typically.
Yeah, right.
I'm paying it forward.
Okay.
Anything else unclear? I apologize. I can see the full name, so I don't see what you're seeing in terms of unidentified. Maybe I should.
Yeah, there's one more unidentified item.
Oops, that's character selection. Where is the party sheet? Party sheet. Thought it looked like that.
And a tool at the top right with multiple heads.
Oh, I see why. You say unidentified item. Well, that's interesting.
The staff was showing the
Oh, it's
same
an
before you
amulet.
updated it. How does it look?
It's an amulet. Let me see. And I just realized it does tell you what it is, even though you've not identified it. It then describes it. All right. Anyway, I gave it a name.
It's now called amulet.
Have I been talking without pushing my button?
Yes, you have.
Thanks, you have.
Somebody should totally take these amulets.
I only see one amulet in the list. Oh no, amulet of
Yeah.
the rotting worm from the kobold
Yeah.
something mush. Where did that come from?
It's been there a while.
I think it has
Yeah, I
to
think
do
so.
with kind of.
Didn't we ditch that in the underkeep?
Yeah, I thought we did.
I thought we did. Yeah, so sorry, you were saying what the amulet looks like, and then you got sidetracked.
Oh, I'm sorry. You asked me that question. I don't know. It's oh, how to say it without giving it away. Well, you'll still have to identify it to actually use it in its intended purpose, but it will have picture of two crossed fists.
Ooh,
Not a picture.
nice.
I'm sorry, an emblem, a emboss, a relief of two crossed fists.
Hey, Thor, you like punching things, don't you?
I don't know if I'd say I like it, but I can do it.
How did you take this one?
What is it?
The amulet on the party sheet, the top item in the party sheet.
I do have an amulet of constitution currently. Um,
Keep this as a backup, maybe.
Okay.
Who else needs amulets?
No, let me look. I don't think I do.
I have
But
one, but I don't really need to punch anything.
yeah. Not big on the punching, more on the slashing.
That bag of marbles is in the underkeep, isn't it?
I remember that
Yeah.
going in there.
And then we have razor. Is that razor something we've just found, or is that something from
Nope,
the
that's something
party
you
sheet?
just found. I'm pretty sure everything that doesn't have a assignment currently was something you just found. There were quite a few things as you scrounged through the probably months
Yeah,
of bones.
You should probably pick up that quiver there, Tor.
Yep.
Hey, Sorik, you fancy a shave? Toss the razor over to him.
That's offensive.
Where did the
Shaving?
scrolls? Well, it's not like I need to.
That's an offense for
Who
me.
took the scrolls?
Mark, is the sensor just a general sensor, or is it keyed to any particular religion, any iconography, anything on it?
Nope. It's just a incense burning sensor.
Okay. If nobody has any problem with that, I'll take that and the incense stick as well. Get it out there.
That's an
Cool.
excellent idea.
Does anybody?
I need a quick bio break. I'll be back, guys.
So, who took the scrolls? Do you?
Arista took them.
Okay, cool. Useful that they go to someone who can use them. Oh yeah, and the incense stick goes to the sensor. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we can see in the yeah. Okay, we can see in the chat who takes what. That's handy.
So are we interested in using a detect magic spell on this stuff, or should you want to just wait till we get more?
Oh, you can cast detect magic, can you?
Yeah. I can cast it. Yeah.
Let's wait and then heap everything together and sort it out. Once we finish clearing out the cavern, then we won't waste any opportunities.
Cool. Sounds good. Mark, taking a look at those three spears that are there, do any of them appear to be anything other than normal quality spears?
No, they just appear to be, garden variety beers. Yeah, and I'm sorry, it's going to be identify that you really need to use to identify the item.
Right. Yeah. The detect magic is just going to tell us whether anything's magic, though.
Right. Yep.
And I do not have identify. So.
Okay, so like I said, if when you leave the room, it's not in somebody's backpack, then I'll just mark it as left in ogre room.
Yep.
Yep.
So nobody's taking the amulet.
I guess I'll carry it. But I can't
You just
carry it.
carry it. Yeah, just drop it in an inventory or something, even if you're not going to use it.
It's not the one that's got the rotten worm on it, right? It's the other one.
No, the other one, the one that just says amulet. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sort of disappointed. All along, I assumed that if you hadn't identified an item, it wouldn't give you the description.
It does?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that until you mentioned it.
I didn't either.
I assumed also it doesn't make sense otherwise. I then never look at the descriptions of anything, so that's
Yeah.
probably how I never figured it out.
There you go.
Just rely on the name being the description.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was an option in the classic Fantasy Grounds where in the party sheet you could turn off the identify. It wouldn't list it, but I don't see it in this one.
Yeah. Let's see. That. Show inventory to players. Uh, yeah, interesting. Well, let me know when you guys are ready to move on.
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready to move on.
I am also.
All right.
Nobody wants those trousers?
No.
I think I'm okay
He
for
just
now.
wouldn't look. They would clash with my helm. Just can't do
Wait,
it.
Sork, didn't you want that armor and weapon oil?
Oh shit! Yes, yes. I want the armor and weapon oil. Let me grab that.
I don't know.
I didn't think you'd be so excited that you'd lose bowel control, though.
Har 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 har. Hey. There. Okay. I'm good. Checking. Yep.
Okay, where to?
So to the door to the east, to the west, sorry.
Okay.
That's right. You don't have a rogue with you at the moment.
No. Damn sneaky bastards.
Now it is a wooden door, and I believe you checked it, or even if you didn't, it would be locked.
Hey, I'm waiting for someone else to volunteer to check out the door.
Okay, I'll take my helm off and press my ear to the door.
Okay. Give me a wisdom check.
To decide how wise it was to take his helm off?
Exactly. Oh yeah. You, as you press your ear to the door, you hear an almost unnatural silence. You just sort of get a sense of calm and peace.
Helm back on and pass that information to next to me.
Hey, Zorak, you're crunching that back kind of loud.
That's not me.
That's not Zorak.
No, that's not me.
Is it me?
There. I'm done.
Oh my gosh, it's Mark.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
For once.
Sorry, Sorak.
What brave
Door
soul will...
appears locked.
Yep. It seems like a normal wooden door, though, so...
Hinges on the opposite side.
Correct.
Okay.
On the inside.
Well, do we want to force it or go somewhere else?
Wait a minute, let me check something.
Okay.
Nope, sorry, can't help you.
Well, it does seem as though there is something unnatural on the other side of the door. So we don't have a means of normally unlocking it that I'm aware of.
Well,
So
it seems unnatural. Let me see if I can detect anything.
okay.
Of course, we have a way of unlocking doors. It's called Sorak.
Yeah, you could put...
Sorak just
So,
bust down the door?
well, I
Don't
could
function
do
as
that,
an
but
alarmist, though.
I'd like to make sure there's not some kind of spawn of evil on the other side.
Don't we generally discourage him from doing that?
Yeah, but that's when we had someone who could open the doors nicely.
Oh, you're talking about that deadbeat.
Yeah. Just left us stranded. And you remember the rogue we hired before that, huh? He's still on the wanted list.
Yes.
The
I
traitor.
thought that's who we were talking about.
No, I was talking about Alkis. So you're calling him a deadbeat, but yeah, no, I thought both deadbeats. Alkis for ditching us, and the other guy for being a traitor to the keep.
Alkias didn't abandon us. He told us where he was headed, didn't he?
That's still abandoning us. He didn't come with us, did he?
Yeah, he actually wasn't...
Family?
He wasn't very specific. He just said he had business. That he had a commitment elsewhere that he had to fulfill. He wasn't specific as to how or who. Well, I think you got two choices. You can take an axe to it, or try to shoulder
I
it
could
open.
throw my shoulder it.
I say we let Sorak have at it.
If
I
you-
will shoulder it.
Okay, shouldering it would probably make less noise, but would require a strength check. The good news is it's probably not very hard. Taking a
I can
sword.
help him to shoulder. I can
Yeah,
help him to shoulder.
If two people wanted to try doing it, that's fine. The alternative is take an axe to it, and that's almost certainly going to get you through the door, but it'll also make a racket.
I'm willing to just try to shoulder it. Get
I can assist.
a good running, charging dwarf. Hoo-yah! Right into it.
Okay. That is Sorak, and he winds up and he kind of... drops.
Said he was assisting as well.
Oh, that's right. Tor was
Yeah, I thought he
assisting.
was shouldering it, but he's okay. Are we both charging the door then? I thought he was
Use me as the
shouldering.
battering ram.
Well, that's kind of the image I suddenly had in my mind was Tor just kind of stands up next to the wall, his back to the wall, and Sorak kind of starts to charge through, and Tor just kind of gives him a push at the last moment, doubling his thrust, his work. And
Dark!
and
It's like you put Tor and Sorak together, you get Torque.
We torqued it up.
Yep. And you managed to easily swing the door wide, and it kind of bangs against the back wall.
Hey, did anybody check to see if it was locked?
Yeah, it was
It
locked.
was locked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I just happened to think of that.
And you find a small room.
Okay.
Sorek sort of catches himself at the last minute before plunging in. There's a the room is pretty nondescript. It looks like it was hewn, not naturally occurring. And in the ground is a puddle of very clear, dark water that looks completely placid. And as you enter the room, Sorak, you sort of get a feeling of awesome peace.
Okay.
You suddenly feel your cares wash away.
Okay, that's a little frightening. Hey, it's all good. Everything's good here.
Channeling
Everything.
his inner hippie.
Yeah. Come on in. It feels nice.
Valentine will step through into the room. So
Now,
this puddle is not evil, is it, Sorek?
Mm.
he did not detect
I don't
evil
know.
when he.
No.
You can check again, certainly.
Yeah. Well, I did say I wanted to stand in front and check earlier.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you stood at the door and you kind of waited
Like,
for the
hey. Yeah.
essences of alignment to come to send their little alignment photons, and you didn't detect any evil aligned photons coming through the door.
So it's all good.
Can we tell the depth of the pool?
Not by looking at it. One would think, with it being such a small pool, only being about 6 foot in diameter, that it probably wouldn't be deep. But the surface is almost mirror-like, so it's completely impossible to tell just by glancing at it how deep it truly is.
I want to go back into room number 2 then and recover Aristo's old staff. And,
I was just about to say that. I'm so glad you thought of it.
move back into room 3 and sort of test the depth.
Okay. So I'm assuming you pick up the staff, you kind of lean over and you sort of dip the staff down into the water, and the staff drops down as close as you want to take it, assuming that you're not going to put your hand in the water.
No.
It's at least a staff length deep.
It is at least a staff length deep, and you didn't sense any obstruction on the way down as you submerge the staff.
So I just turn and look at, I guess Veritan's standing there, just turn and look at Veritan significantly. I raise my eyebrows.
Yeah, looks
Like
deep.
that.
If you let go, does it sink?
Do you
I would
want to
and
let
see what
go?
happens. Before I let it go, by the way, I'm going to probe the entirety of the outer edge there, see if there's a rim or anything like that, or if it's all just a straight deep shaft.
Right,
You can
and
tie a rope to it.
you do sense that it's almost like a well of a sort. It's the wall seems smooth. What I'm looking for. There's no the walls of the pond or pool, however you want to classify it, are straight down, straightly smooth and go down as far as your shaft will reach. I'm sorry, the staff will reach.
Okay, so now you said it was a pool of water, but you also said it was dark. So I'm gonna lift the staff up and let some water drip off. Does it appear to be typical water, like clear?
Yeah, it sure. As you pull the staff up, a little bit of water dribbles off. You do notice that when the water makes contact with the surface of the pool, it does send out a very small ripple, which quickly ends. So it's almost as if the water is somehow very heavy, if you will, and that it resists um, waves from things striking the surface.
Okay, that doesn't appear to be more viscous than typical water. It just appears to be some other
Yes,
aspect of it that dampens kinetic energy or whatever.
you got it. You explained it better than I could.
Okay. Well, I don't understand this pool. I'm not sure what more we can do with it unless we really are foolhardy enough to just immerse ourselves in it.
Or drink
Bart,
it.
yeah, Barton bends down, dips a fingertip into the water, and takes it out.
The very brave of you. The water feels slightly cool, um, but otherwise feels like water. Just slightly cool water.
Okay, I cup my hand and just take enough just to fill one cup, and then I just sniff at it and offer it to Tor because I know he's got a very good sense of smell. Does it smell of anything weird or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll give it a good sniff, see if I can't detect anything.
Yeah, it just smells like very plain water. Um, no
Okay, I'll
smell
try.
of hardness or mineral or anything like that.
I tried just tasting the water in my palm, so just a little tiny pool that I have there.
Okay, can you roll a d20, please?
Oh,
Uh-oh. Hope it's good then.
lucky 8.
Okay, nothing happens. It tastes like water.
Okay. So I look at the others, I just shrug and say, oh, it's water, but
If nothing
okay.
else, it tastes like very fresh water. Like I said, it is almost no hardness to it, so it tastes very,
Tastes good.
very, very neutral. Yeah, very good.
We aren't short of water in our packs, so I don't feel the need to fill up my already full water skins. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
there's a perfectly good river outside as well. So.
There's no corresponding wet spot on the ceiling or anything indicating it would be dripping down from there or anything.
Nope. The cavern looks just as the same as the cavern outside, the cavern in the yoga room. Although, if nothing else, a little less ogre odor ridden. Smells fresher in here, much fresher actually.
Well, I'm gonna take as many mental notes of this room as possible, smell, feeling of calmness, that kind of stuff, and maybe we'll get back to Priest. Maybe he has heard of something like that.
Okay.
But I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. But
I couldn't quite hear you. Really, really quiet. Did you? Are we taking a sample? Did you say to back to Priest or?
well, I didn't mention that. We can if you want to. I was just saying I was trying to take mental notes of everything, all the aspects of this room.
I've got a small steel flask that I don't believe I've ever used.
Okay.
Good call.
So I will pour that out outside this room, and then I will dip my small steel flask in, fill it up, put the lid back on, and back into my pack. And I'll put a note in my inventory to say it's full of water from D3.
So back out to L now, or somewhere?
Check out L if you want.
That's fine with me.
Yes, let's do it.
Sounds good to me.
Although I kind of want to jump in.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Tempted to take a bigger drink myself, but I think I'm going to pass this.
It's just a
I'm not
D20
sure
away.
why. Do we just run over here with no trouble?
Yeah. The this is a small valley.
Coming with
And-
us, Sorak?
Of course, of course.
There is the stream, as you see in the middle, and a couple of sort of paths. As you can see, and a couple of trees.
Well, I'll move to here again then and inspect the area immediately inside the door.
Okay. You'll notice a number of things. One is that it does look, there is recent foot traffic, so it does look like this cave is used fairly regularly and probably fairly recently. You'll also notice a slight odor, not quite of animal, perhaps closer to humanoid. Hard to tell.
Can I try to focus on it? Make a check for it?
Yep. Give me a wisdom check. So, yeah, it doesn't smell like any kind of animal or creature that you've smelled before. But you do definitely think there's something ahead, or at least have maybe recently has passed through this cave entrance that does have a slightly stronger than well-washed human odor.
I just accidentally closed my map. Which one was it again?
Caverns Patchwork.
Oh, Jesus. I thought it was that one. I'm like, no. Maybe that one. Yes.
I think of that wolfsbane that I've just recently put into my sack, and I move it to one of my little belt pouches.
Okay.
Well, I communicate that information to the group, and then I'll cautiously step inside.
And you see again a roughly hewn hallway. So this is not a natural cavern. It looks like there's at least some work done on the walls by what race or creature you know now.
So I'll look back at Sorak and see if he has any kind of. Well, actually, he's not in the cave yet, so I'll move forward.
And you see that there are stairs at the back of the cave, not far from the entrance, obviously.
I'm gonna wait here for just a minute and rekey my dark vision, since I'm assuming it got ruined when we crossed the valley there.
Yeah. How much light is coming in through the entrance?
The sun would be. Oh, this is a good question. What time of day is this? I'm not quite sure. Let's just say it's mid-afternoon.
I'm gonna
And-
be looking out at the valley.
And so the sun will be to the west a little bit, but it will be flowing into the cave. So the sunlight's probably reaching right about where Tor is naturally.
Yeah.
So you can clearly see
need
the
that.
doors and the back of the cave. I'm sorry, the back of this hallway with stairs.
Yeah, need to kind of get out of the sunlight a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
My eyes adjust.
I'm gonna inspect my lamp, make sure it's still properly oiled and all that good stuff.
Okay, so Arissa's out checking provisions for her equipment, taking care of her equipment, like a good soldier.
I'm going to kind of come into the middle here
Okay.
and then kind of look up the stairs to see how much I can see
Yeah, bear with
after a minute. After a minute or so, just to get some adjustment.
Bear with me. For whatever reason, Fantasy Grounds is not preserving my paint.
Not preserving your what?
Paints, like I putting in things to obscure stuff that, don't want to be there, so I touch up the map a little bit, and it just,
Doesn't.
It's not keeping.
yeah, it doesn't keep it. It just, like, I go and it's like gone, and I'm thinking, what the heck? Hold on. Let me do this. Okay. And let's reveal. So the stairs lead downward, by the way.
Okay.
And they go. Let's hide, that's why. Reveal an area.
Sorry, were they up or down the stairs?
The stairs
Down.
lead downward. We'll say you can see to about there. Until your dark vision recovers.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And these are doors, double doors on either side of the.
Yep. They look like iron doors, actually a mix of iron and wood. They look a little stronger than the doors in the ogre area, but they're not made entirely of iron or steel, so
Okay.
they could probably be hacked.
Well, before we get happy, I'm going to concentrate and say a prayer to Tor, my god of mine, and see if I detect anything in front of me of the eviler nature.
Of the evil, right. Let me see what. Um, yes. Ahead and to the right, you do get a faint aura of evil emanating
Okay.
from there. And let's see. That will be it.
Okay. So I will share up ahead. I do detect something of the unholy and evil. Let me look to the sides to see, make sure we're not walking into some ghastly trap. So I'm going to look to the left, my left. Again, touch my axe to my head as I pray, and then stare to the left of where I was.
Yes, you get
Through that.
a sense of an older evil.
Oof, oof. Don't like old evil. Old evil is bad. Okay. I'll grimace and say, there's evil that way too. And I will turn around and repeat my little prayer and chant and see what lies behind door number right.
Yep, perhaps not quite as strong as to the left or ahead to the right, but you do still feel a slight sense of
Evil. Okay. So I shall share this with the group. We are surrounded by evil.
I'm not.
Arista, get in here.
I'm coming in with my lamp.
For God's sakes, woman, put that lamp, don't open it or light it.
Okay, so I will hood the lamp.
Thank you. We're standing right close, so you should be able to see us.
Yep.
With your puny human eyes. Anyhow.
Arista would be able to walk at least partway down the
Oh,
stairs
yeah.
without trouble.
Yes. So, to the right of us, I sense evil, not as much as to the left or to the front of us. The evil I sense to the left feels old. I am not able to determine much beyond that, but I say we should be on our guard if we proceed.
Are either of the doors marked in any fashion?
Give me a check. A wisdom check.
I couldn't hear his question. I'm sorry.
Yes, the doors were marked. As you sort of inspect it, there doesn't seem to be anything, no sort of markings or anything on the doors. Any of them.
Do you want to mark the doors?
Not particularly. I was just seeing if there were any markings on them.
Okay.
Do they appear to be locked?
I assume.
Try the one on the left first.
I have not tried.
Okay, so you
very carefully going to, which one are we going to check first?
I would say the left.
Yeah, okay.
this is
It's like the standard, latching.
So I make a mental note the next time we're in town to find myself a piece of chalk.
I think I have chalk. Let me check.
yeah. These all four doors have a little thumb latch that you would depress.
Mm-hmm.
That probably moves the latch, keeping the doors together and allow you to push them in.
Okay. I don't have chalk. How disgusting, absent-minded of myself. Okay, so to the right. Very gently squeeze it and then see if I can feel it starting to move.
Okay, you give it a sort of a little bit of a squeeze, and you hear a very soft click. You've
Mm-hmm.
managed to engage the lever mechanism, and door suddenly feels like you could be pushed.
Okay,
Are you
this
doing
one's
a
not locked. Yeah,
Right.
I'm just kind of like, okay, it's not locked.
So there are
That's all I'm trying to do.
two doors that come together, and both have these handles.
Well, the one I tried on the right, I'll say it's the right.
So there are going to be 4 handles altogether, 2 on the right and 2 on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So the 2 on the right are 2 doors that swing outward from you or inward to the other room. And they both have the handles. So are you going to push them both open, or are you going to push just one
Just
half?
the one. Just
Okay.
one half.
And
Yep,
I'm sorry,
like
so
this.
how far are you pushing it open?
Like an inch. If it looks like it will, like it's not locked,
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost going to then kind of pull it back and let go of the thumb,
Okay.
bringing it back to whatever state it was at.
So you managed to push the door open an inch, and then I'll assume you're trying to be discreet about it or quiet.
Yes,
So
I am. And then I'm going
you
to pull it back.
slowly pull the door back, and
Yep.
if you release the thumb
Release.
lever, you'll hear a very soft click.
Yep. Okay. The right side appears unlocked. I'm going to turn around and go to the left side. And same thing.
Okay. So before you do, can you roll me a d6?
Yep.
Okay. You rolled the 1.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So you turn to the door to the left, and a moment later, just as you put your hand on the lever, the doors behind you that you had just opened swing open. Standing in the doorway are several large creatures, not large, slightly larger than human creatures, and
I have been caught flat-footed.
oh, we gotta eject the ogre. We're done with this fight. And you done a rest. Short rest. And you see what you don't see.
I don't like that. I don't see. It
No,
makes
I
me.
gotta make them seen. There we go. You see several slightly larger than human figures. They have seems to have grabbed clubs, and they very strong, very muscular, almost the same body shape as an ogre, although not nearly as large or tall. And the most distinctive feature about them is that they have one eye in the center of their face.
I'm going to go. Does this look familiar to me? thinking,
Wisdom check.
Kai, Sai, muddled brain. Okay, wisdom check. Kaboom!
And you vaguely recall that you've seen or heard something like this, but you don't exactly recall the name.
I've seen these things. I don't know what they are. I'm pretty sure they're not beholders. Something about the eye.
Well, they only have one eye too. Well, no, they have lots of eyes. One big one.
They do seem aggressive.
But as they say, beauty is in the eye of the beer holder.
Mark, quickly, do they appear as though they are basically going to attack us, or do they appear to be pausing and perhaps could be negotiated with?
They seem somewhat surprised to see you, but they have their clubs raised. So at this point, it's hard to determine. It could quite easily be taken as upset. They look quite angry.
I can't see them yet, so I'm just clutching my bow, looking like, what's going on down there?
If I have time, I'll quickly whisper back to Veritan about what I see.
I sit back to Arista.
Okay.
All right, so you've got the whisper chain going.
While the whisper chain's going, I'm going to ready my axe and spin around, assuming it's going to take me a second.
I'm ready to cast a spell.
Okay. And Vartan, what do you want to be doing?
Vartan's grabbing a black-fletched arrow, setting it to his bow. And ready as soon as the corridor is cleared by Sorak and Tor, he'll step down and into the space between the doors and find a target to shoot. Or at
Arista,
least that's how he's anticipating it's going to go.
you heard Vartan whisper something, and you see your three comrades sort of readying for a fight, looking to the door to the east. What do you want to do? You don't have a lantern, by the way, so you're sort of you're looking into somewhat dimmed light. Arista?
I'm gonna stand here and wait because I can't get down the hallway anyway. So
Okay.
I know what's going on, and I'm just gonna prep.
Okay. Well, as soon as you do that, you hear Intelligible in a guttural voice. He's not gonna be able to get past his buddies. Why is he not? Oh, shoot. Oh.
Is he stuck in a wall?
Yeah, he's stuck in darkness. He can't come into the light. Oh, no, the other way.
You are banished to darkness.
Now be free, my brother. No, he's like, well, I don't know what the heck that was. Like an invisible wall. He will come in and engage with the dwarf. And oh no, where did that? See if I can do this quickly. Yes, he does. All right, fantastic. Oh, goodness. There we go. And utterly miss the dwarf.
Hoo-ha.
At the back, Thorak, you hear the creature at the back, who is not dressed as his brethren, actually carrying a mace, not a club. You hear him beginning to chant. And he will... say something in a very nasty tongue. You will feel suddenly as though 1,000 little razors are trying to cut your skin. Give me a see, which saving throw is this? Would this be wisdom or charisma? All right, give me a Constitution save.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. And you completely resist as 1,000 mystical, magical razors attempt to cut and create serious wounds on you.
Oh.
But your dwarf toughness shines through. All right, Arista.
Give me just a second. I'm checking something.
Come back to you.
I think I'm looking at the wrong spell list.
What makes you say that?
Looking at druid spells here.
I thought I had one that gave some kind of like, oh, haste. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to haste. I don't know that there's much I can do back here.
Don't be hasty.
Maybe
Bottlenecky, yeah.
maybe I will whisper to Varaton and offer to make him invisible.
I don't need that for now, thanks. Besides, I have fold light, remember?
Now okay, so that's when you whisper something in full combat. That's like half your action. It's not like
Okay.
free action.
Okay.
So you can now either move or cast. That's about it.
Yeah. And I don't think there's anything I can cast that wouldn't be problematic from back here or for the whole group.
Fireball.
So unless you think I can get one-eyed creature too.
A well-placed fireball.
Yeah, right? Could take out the whole thing. I don't have line of sight to one-eyed creature too.
You do. He does have some
Right.
partial cover from you, though. So if you're going to try to shoot him,
I'm thinking acid arrow.
Always nice.
yeah.
Always a good choice.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try that then. So I have to make a ranged attack.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna use my ranged dagger attack. Does that seem reasonable?
Just
range
roll a
sword.
d20. How's that? We'll calculate on the fly
Okay.
for you. And while you're doing that, figure your dex mod. Unless you roll.
I think it
no
works.
word. No worry. Oh, phew. At least you rolled better than a 4. Okay, so it lands doing max damage and plus a d4.
I heard it lands doing max damage but I didn't hear what came after that.
D4.
D4.
So what's that? 8 plus.
Okay, so 2d4 per 2 levels. So 4d4 plus a d4.
I think if you look at the spell description, you're getting just the one pair of d4s. It says something like third to fourth or something like that.
Which spell was it?
Acid arrow.
Acid arrow.
So if I'm
Well, do me a favor, roll a
Fine, fair.
d4.
okay.
So it does 2d4 of damage, and then for each 2 caster levels, it stays an additional round. So that means next round it'll do another 2d4.
Gotcha.
See how it works. So
Well,
this
it does
round-
3d4 this round.
No, it does 8 plus d4 damage this round, because he said you do max damage plus d4.
Yes, and I rolled a 4 on my d4.
So that's 12 this round, yeah. And then 2d4 next round. Nice
Okay,
hit.
thank you. Did you just
Nice
say
shooting,
is
yeah.
that it?
I
Oh,
said nice hit. Is that it? Nice hit.
So sounds like you have
we're
a
gonna
wizard.
have to have words.
Yeah, well, no, you have a wizard with a confidence complex. Did they say my shooting was terrible? Oh, that's it. I'm not fighting anymore.
All I can do, I did my very best.
Never good enough for you
I mean, I
guys.
literally couldn't do any better.
I haste and I haste you and I
Literally.
haste you. And you do nothing in return. Okay, anything else? There's really not much else you can do. You can shout one more thing, but it'd have to be brief.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sorak. The
All right.
very acid-looking arrow comes swooping by, narrowly missing you, landing firmly in the chest of this creature.
Almost as if it made a turn in midair so that it would
Right.
directly go into the creature and not
Yes.
hit you at all.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Wow. It was exciting. Okay, so I am going to. Obviously, my target is standing right in front of me. Creature number 2. He wants to swing at me. I shall swing at him. And I miss. How sad. How sad it is.
Well, I don't have to narrate your actions. Dripping with emotion. I sadly
So
swing. I miss.
sad. Very sad.
Now we have an emo dwarf. Fantastic.
Meanwhile, one-eyed creature 2 kind of just chuckles and smiles. Gives you a little wink. Okay, a little.
Well, I don't know how little it would be. He's probably a pretty big guy.
Yeah, he is. Fix this. Fix that. And drag. 3 will step into the crowded hallway. Oh no. First he swings way wide so he doesn't get hung up on the darkness. Then he swings back around. And takes an attack. Knowing that he's gonna block his brother from attacking, but that's okay. No, we didn't target. Thank you. Miss. Because I only got one eye. I don't want to hear it. All right, Baraton.
Okay, time to zap the one in the door. Ooh, can I only see one-eye creature 2, or can I see one-eye creature 3?
And I realized I moved the wrong creature, but that's all right. I'll make up for it in the next round. Yeah, you can only see the first two creatures blocking or standing in front of Sorak. Partly because of your angle, but also because they are sort of filling that doorway.
So I can't see both of them really. Okay. I'm going to shoot the one that's been acid arrow because he needs some more attention. This is a black fletched arrow. The roll will say silver arrow, but it's not.
Okay.
And a miss. And looses the arrow, watches it thud into the door frame, and mutters a curse under his breath. How can he miss from this range? Seriously.
So
Tell me about it.
Like a curse or a curse word?
Curse word curse, followed by a curse towards all one-eyed beasties.
so many bodies to hit too. I mean, there's 4. All right, Tor.
Okay, I'm going to cast prayer on us. That gives everybody a +1 to hit, +1 damage, and +1 on their saves, and it penalizes the opponents a -1 to the same effects.
Okay.
So +1 hit, +1 damage, +1 saves, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Prayer. Have a thing for prayer. Have to create one.
And if I move to the top of the steps there, would that invoke any type of opportunity attacks or anything?
If you move to the top of the stair, yes, because yeah.
All right, then I'll stay where I am.
Let's see if I can apply that. Bear with me. Hey there. How long does the prayer last?
It is
1 per level.
yeah, 1 round per level.
All right. And now creature 1 is confused about whether he's creature 3. Will step forward and say, "I want my share. Save some of that dwarf." And top of the order. All right, now the real creature 3 will make an attack.
the real creature 3.
Oh, the real creature 3 still. Please stand up. Please stand up. Please stand up.
Come on, why are you not?
Oh.
Thank you. All right, and he has an attack. Do that.
Oh!
Ouch. So it's going to be 15 plus a d4.
How?
16 points as you get smashed upside the head. You almost
Take
hear
one of those
chuckling. What's that?
It's 15 points.
Oh, because the
Yeah.
damage also is -1?
Yeah, they get -1 on everything that we get a +1 on.
Oh, okay. We modify prayer. Attack. -1. Can I do damage -1? It's a semicolon. Semicolon. DMG minus. Reapply.
Is it me,
Oh, it
or did
applies.
we not used to see all these things in the chat in the past?
No, I think we have.
No, maybe you did as GM, but I don't think we did as players. All this all the information that we used.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't know.
Not that I have a problem, of course.
Sorry, just trying to quickly apply this prayer so I don't mess my. While he went, next is Vartan, so why don't you go on?
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot that wounded thing again. Black Fletch Tower again. Oof! That was a 20 and just tipped over.
Oh no, and it's a 2, so now roll a d4.
Well, the good news is there's 2 other bad guys I could potentially hit by accident as well.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We rolled a 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, alright, roll your d20 again.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh my gosh. That's 2 miss. That's 2 misses in a row. I'm not gonna mess with the second miss. Alright, let's move on.
It bounces off the wall and hits the rope one with ropes.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I need.
Alright, anything else? Okay, Sorak.
Okay. Well, I am going to try to hit creature number 2 again. I'm angry. There we go. That's what we're talking.
That includes your +1 damage.
Yep, so it would be 12.
The one-eyed creature 2. Oof. Anything else?
That's all I got.
Alright.
I don't have nothing like double attack.
You see the creature at the back of the room with the robes begin chanting again, and he reaches out his hand towards creature number 2. Creature number 2's wounds start to close in front of your very eyes. Alright, creature number 2 is going to attempt to shove. Let's see. He wants to do a shove on the dwarf. Don't offhand know how to do that, so I gotta consult the book real quick.
That would be like a grapple, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't think it's a grapple because he's trying to knock you down. So,
So,
you're not trying to.
overbear?
Yeah, that's right. Overbear. I think that's it. Exactly. Thank you.
Yep.
Overbear. Not found. Let's see. Here's
Let's
him.
see what that.
Oh, you're gonna do your dex your dex check.
No, there was an overbear on
Oh,
my.
okay. I
But
wonder.
use knock an opponent down. This attack they use in wrestling. May also follow a successful grapple attack. So the attacker rolls a d20 to hit and adds any strength modifier or any other modifier the caster deems fit. The attacker cannot overbear a defender that is two size categories larger than themselves.
Oh,
Some creatures cannot by their nature be overborne, large dragons, green slime, etc. Up to the CK. The attacker previously made a successful grapple attack and still pins the defender, they get +1. They get a +1 if there's more than one attacker trying to overbear a single opponent. If it's successful, the defender is not prone for the remainder of the round and they take 1 to 2 points of damage. They're not considered pinned unless the attacker hits for the successful grapple attack the following round.
okay. Well, he attempts.
Any,
I'm sorry. Keep
I'll
going.
put it in the chat.
Thank you. Yeah, so he's gonna fail on it anyway, but you could tell he was trying to knock you down, Korak. Creature number 2 there. All right, Arista. Looks like there's
That
some.
was Chu that was trying to knock down Sorak.
Yeah, you see one of the creatures just sort of drop his shoulder and just try to slam Sorak against the other door into the ground. And Sorak just
Okay,
kind of
so-
chuckles and steps aside, and creature quickly returns to his previous stance. Go ahead.
So 2 takes another 2d4 damage.
Okay.
And I don't know if it gets the added die for this one or not.
Not for the. This is just the ongoing effect of the acid burning his skin. So just roll it out, please.
Oh, okay.
Four points. All right. Anything else? Oh,
Is he
Arista,
dead
yeah. No, he's not dead. He just got
Okay.
healed in a major way. So.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I am going to make sleepy time for enemies in the sleepy time spot, 15 feet away from me.
Okay.
I'll short. I'll
What is
shout
it?
ahead. Hold your breath.
What is it that you're casting?
She's using that dust or something.
Dust of determination.
Well, not Dust of Determination.
Dust of the Sandman. Sorry.
Yeah. So
They get a con save.
they do, but there's really no way to. You're going to affect everyone in the area that you throw it. So it's not like it's a directed weapon where you're shooting it at them. You're just kind of throwing it in the air, and like so much confetti. And as it sort of
Okay, so
twinkling,
it's
it twinkles as it falls, and anybody in that area would have to make the save or breathe in the dust and fall asleep.
okay. So I took the description too literally. In that case, I will use hold person.
Okay.
And for the saving throw, it just says wisdom negates, but it doesn't say.
Yeah. So let
It
me
doesn't
first
say
do a
specifically
saving
how to
throw.
roll.
Oh, and he utterly fails it. Okay. So he suddenly feels himself being very held.
Yeah, this is going to 3, not 2.
3. Oh, okay. So 3 is held.
For 3 rounds.
And we
Hopefully.
don't have a held. Let's see, what's close?
Arista,
Defenseless.
it's just as one of us is being useful this combat. Well done.
What's that?
It's just as well one of us is being useful this combat. Well done.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
All right. Anything else?
Well, I don't think I can cast twice, can I?
No. No. Casting is essentially a full
Then
round
no,
action.
nothing else.
All right, Tor.
Maybe I whisper forward to Veriton. You know, if they got out of there, I might be able to put everybody to sleep. But I'd put everybody to sleep.
Okay, I
Yeah,
have the
but
belief that we need to do
it's
something
kind of-
about that caster back there. So I am going to summon the voice of Tubos and cast Gonharium's Fury, basically forcing a charisma save DC 17 if you don't have that built into the modifier, for 1, 2, and 3, or they're stunned.
1, 2, and 3. And sorry, let me spell. What is it called again?
Gonharium's Fury. I'll put it in the chat for him.
That DC sounds viciously low.
It is a charisma save, but I thought it was 12 plus caster level. I may be wrong about that.
No, because so the base DC for ever. So yeah. Quick side note. If you play by the book, there are two different DCs. One for if it's a prime rolling or a non-prime rolling. I find that just like useless work. So I just essentially say if you have a prime stat, you add 6 to your roll. And then that makes I can just set the 1 DC and I don't have to care if it's prime. So the DCs in the book, by the book, are supposed to start at 18.
Ah, okay.
Which is why I'm a little surprised that it's a 16. Oh, I see, because you did the math from 12.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So, right, so it
I'm
would be
wrong
a 17 plus 4 for your caster level, so 21.
And I'm not sure, but did you build the -1 save into the?
Yeah,
the
so,
move?
well,
Okay, all right.
yeah, I'm just going to roll it and figure it out. So, and it's
Okay.
charisma. And the only one who would have that would be the mage. So I'm sorry, who are you targeting? 1, 2, and 3?
1, 2, and 3, right? Yeah.
So they all have a DC over 20. So I think there's.
Yes. Oh. Oh, wait, it was 21. So yeah, no, none of them make it. Wow, that's pretty powerful. And I'm sorry, what is the effect again?
They are stunned. Basically, they're stunned.
For how long?
I think it's just it's a round per level. So basically, they're stunned for 4 rounds.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow.
Then I push past them. How far is that guy away? That's 30 feet.
Wow, that's
Oops. He doesn't. So that's your let me past spell, apparently. Let me
Yep.
get beyond the frontline soldiers to the backline casters.
Right. It's just going to keep healing them up.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt the middle of combat here, but I had a quick question. At the beginning of our game, you said you were going to dispense XP from the last time around. Did you do that?
Yes, I did.
yes.
200 each.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't very much. They were just more or less. Okay. That was for one-eyed creature number 1. Ain't got nothing to do, so he's gonna sit there stunned for 4 rounds.
Yep, 4.
Same with number 1. All right, Vartan. Creatures are stunned. They're defenseless, essentially.
So what you're saying is there's no possible way that I can miss again. So black fleshed arrow. Here we go.
Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. Not only did you miss, you missed. You've got 4 fresh targets. So who did you shoot at? Starting with number 1 being Sorak. We'll go in clockwise formation.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll go D3 or D4.
D4. All right. Let's see. Yeah, because you still have to penetrate his armor. So go ahead and roll another attack. He's just not gonna have any dexterity bonus.
Oh, goodness sake!
It misses anyway. Bounces sort of harmlessly off his armor. Anything else you would like to do or not do?
And I shoulder my bow and take the spear off my shoulder.
Okay. Good call.
So, I'm done with this for now.
Have to have a talk with that bow.
One-eyed creature number 3 is seeing his life start to flash before his eye of his one-eyed child. The one-eyed wife that he lost to a dwarf. Dwarf marauding raid that at a young age that caused his lifelong obsession with killing all dwarves. All right. One-eyed creatures with robes turn. He is going to utter a single command to you. He will say, "Flee." So please make me a charisma check, please.
Okay, so this is +1.
This will be a 20.
Wow.
Actually, no. He is going to, sensing his utter doom, he's going to probably go ahead and put all the rest of his mana into it, so it's going to be a 23.
Ouch. That's a miss.
Okay. So you must, on your turn, take as much action as you can to obey the one command. And it is for 1 round.
Got it.
And that's all he's got, so it's your turn.
So I can basically move. I don't think that my plate mail penalizes my armor, does it?
Yeah, normally it would reduce you to 20 feet per round.
All right, so move 40 feet then.
Question is, do you have to run? I kind of think flee implies run.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
So that's essentially four movements.
Okay, so 80.
So yeah, 80 feet. So that'll take you well out of the cavern. All right.
That's about right.
Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, Arista. And as you reach the end of your run, you start to pant for a moment and go, "Why am I here?" All right, Arista, you just saw Tor run by you with a look of kind of anger, consternation, a little bit of fear, and almost a resignation. It's almost like he has his eye rolls like, "Oh, again."
He got me with that ghetto ass spell.
Yeah.
Do I recognize this?
No, you just see him running by.
Have I seen this before?
No.
Menlaus. I think too.
Oh. Possibly.
Okay.
You did not understand the spell. It was more of a prayer.
It's okay. I'm gonna ignore Tor. I've been here, done that. He'll be okay. Besides, I clearly can't leave anything up to Veriton today.
You've seen
Nice.
Veritan just shoulder his bow and take his spear already. Now he's done with his bow for now.
Okay, so to be clear, all 4 critters are stunned, except for one that's defenseless.
You can't tell what's going on in the other room. You can only see that two. You can only really see clearly 2 of them, and they seem like they're still standing still as statues.
Great. I'm gonna come over here and peek around the corner.
Okay, and you do see a creature looks much like the others. It's a single eye, but he is wearing robes.
I'm a pew-pewing.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're describing a whole lot of action. Like you're coming up trepidly to the corner, and you're peeking around the corner, and then that's like 6 seconds right there. But I'll let you have a shot at him with a -2 penalty, partly for being shooting around the corner,
Okay.
and partly because you kind of took your time coming up there.
Give me a second. I gotta move some windows. Okay, this is an acid arrow, by the way.
Oh, and you were shooting at the creature at the back of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it will swing wide. Splatter harmlessly against the stone.
Better than splattering on us.
Exactly. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All right. One-eyed creature number 2, his eyes are kind of darting left and right. Like he's like, going on? Why can't I move? But he's otherwise not moving. All right, Sorak.
Ha ha.
Trying to show your
We
stuff.
know what's going to happen.
I hope I know what's going to happen.
Well,
I'm not counting on anything anymore.
What really happens is like not what
You get
should
a
happen.
+4 for him being prone, so
Oh, and they're not prone. They were just
well,
stunned.
not prone, but
They lose their
Defenseless.
dex bonus.
defense.
Yeah, but they are wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, they just
Yeah,
lose their
it's-
dex bonus.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me calculate it. I think it's going to be like 12 or 13 even with. Oh, I didn't put this in. Yeah, 15. Yeah, so it'd be 13.
Yeah, I'm.
Is your target.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything
I'm
else?
a loser, baby.
Creature number 3. This is round 2 of their immobilization.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Sorak, you get another whack at it.
Okay. Redemption! I hope.
Now, I will suggest. Oh, you are
No!
attacked.
Good friggin' Lord!
Wow.
Maybe next round you may pause for a moment and think, well, if I just simply raise their arm, exposing their underarm, their armpit, I
Coup
could
de
just
grace them.
nicely jab a little dagger or a short sword down in there without too much effort, I think. axe might be a little more involved, but
In my excitement and blood and rage at the evil things in front of me, not thinking very
not thinking
clearly.
quickly. Yeah. Plus, you'd have to switch your weapon. So
Yeah.
anyway, creature number 2 is kind of rolls his eyes. Dwarves. Like I said, they're no good smart dwarf. You can almost hear him muttering that. All right, one-eyed creature with robes, having no.
Mana.
He senses a losing battle when he sees one. So he is.
I don't know
going
why
to-
you would sense
These
that.
completely inept opponents who can't even hit a stationary, unmoving target.
I cannot believe I cannot move this creature into the whatever. I'm like, do I want to delete him? No. I'll just put him out of the way. He's hidden. Anyway, you see him fleeing down the hallway. Well, by the way, Jen, nope, that's right. You do not have. So Sorak has got too much light for his dark vision to really do him well, and
Yep.
And Arista has no
Wait, why
light.
does he have too much light?
Well, there's light spilling into this cavern from the sunlight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To about to the top of those stairs. So it's as if late evening, the amount of light you're seeing in here. So his eyes aren't adjusted. All right, sorry, figured that out. Okay, moving along. All right, Arista. You can barely see the creature with the robes turn and flee backwards down the darkened hallway.
Okay, I'm gonna work on the guy that looks the worst off in front of me.
Probably creature number 2.
That would be me.
Yeah.
Creature number 2. Okay, so I'm just gonna smack creature number 2.
Okay.
Do I have to roll that, or is he just unable to?
Well, describe smack. I thought you meant like with your hand.
No, I would like to put him down, put him out.
Okay.
I'll stab him or something.
That's a lot of movement because you don't have a dagger in your hand. You'd have to kind of grab that. That's half your movement. I'll say you're close enough. He's big enough. He's taking up half the hallway there. The only thing is, can you lift his arm high enough to slip the dagger underneath it? Coup de grace. So give me a strength check. And if you can succeed on that, then we'll say you are able to not only pull the dagger out, but also step close enough to lift the arm and do the deed.
No.
Oh, I didn't see the roll.
Oh, good. I'll do it again.
Yeah, I don't think you dropped it in the thing. There you go. Oh,
Much
see?
better.
There you go. There you go.
Just have to roll in the right place. Huh?
Yeah.
When it counts, it counts.
All right, you grunt, you're like, oh, you're lifting that heavy arm with armor on it even, and you kind of just barely reach up and you shove that dagger in underneath his arm into his armpit, piercing the soft tissues and organs inside, and you just kind of hear the breath start to escape from creature number 2 as he looks down at you out of the corner of his eye with a kind of a mean look, like, "What are you doing?" But not for long.
Out of the corner of his eye.
Yeah.
His one giant eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. One-eyed creature number 1 just saw what happened, and you can sort of see his eye is starting to get larger. Oh no.
It's starting to tear up. He's
Yeah.
starting to cry.
Yeah, he knows. Again, his life is flashing before his eye. He remembers.
Before my turn is over, I'm going to say to Sorak, are you going to chase him?
Ooh.
The one that just ran away?
I did not see. Where did he go?
I don't know.
All right, Tor.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to make my way back and past number whatever it is there.
Okay.
Number 3 and take position at the head of the stairs. So I'll be in a position to attack him next round.
Okay.
So now I'm feeling kind of foolish with a spear and everybody in my way. Oh,
Just ram it up to her underarm.
Hey, you can get into the room.
so I'll move through to here and then trying to shove it up under the arm of creature number 1. You want to just an attack roll for that, or?
No. If you're just gonna coup de grace, you need to lift the arm and fight in a. I suppose a spear would work. A little awkward because you kind of have to raise it high enough and not bang the ceiling. You know what I mean?
Well, no, it's not plunging it down. It's more plunging it up into his armpit, isn't it? So kind of a upward thrust.
Almost like a pikeman would.
Yeah.
By whatever means. All right. So and that was. I'm sorry. You said creature number 1, right?
Yeah, the real one.
Creature the real number 1. So, he dead. And let's see. Top of the
Does
order.
my spear react at all to finally getting used?
Not in any unusual way, no.
Okay.
Oh, this is the sphere of Havern that you're using.
Yes.
No.
Okay, cool.
Let's see. He is stunned and can't do anything. Creature number 3. No, wait. Creature number 1 is dead. Creature number 3 is defenseless, and his eye is rolling up, and again, tears are starting to flow. He remembers when he was a young Cyclops. And his family was murdered by a bunch of dark elves, twilight elves. It's when he first took his oath of vengeance. All right, Tor. Tor's going to do it the old-fashioned way. He's just going to hack him down.
It started on it, yep.
All right, Varta. You see Tor starting to just hack away at number 3. The tears and the blood are starting to flow heavily from creature number 3.
So I'm just going to step here and do the same. Let's just have a hack at him. Show no mercy. No mercy for this
No
one.
mercy.
Stabbiness. Yeah. Okay.
Now, to be clear, both of you have actually attacked in a normal fashion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a flail.
Okay. All right, Sorek.
Okay, let's.
They only have an AC of 13 at this point. Or he does. The other two are slowly crumpling to the floor.
+1
I'm
to our
still
weapons.
angry. Swinging. There's my hit.
At last. See, this is why we all had to have a hit at number 3. We're just getting the dust off our weapons. So.
That +1 to the damage as well.
Oh, I forgot the +1 to my damage as well. Okay.
No, that's gone. You're talking about the
Okay.
prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prayer expired.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Is that it? Oh no. Wrong creature.
Are they all dead?
Working on it.
No.
Creature number 2 is dead. Creature with robes is no longer seen.
Oh, did you see that Sorex damage was applied to creature number 2 instead of creature number 3?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
How much damage? 10?
11.
7?
No, just 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just. Okay. You get the
Was
look on
creature 2?
creature
already
number 3 has a sort of almost a look of acceptance and peace starting to come over his eye. All right, Arista.
And I'll just nod at him.
You're gonna die. Embrace.
What do you do? Shooting something?
No, I'm gonna kill him.
Or are you trying
It's the
to
one-
step up and lift his
He's-
arm and stab you, or are you
Yeah.
trying to hit him with something?
You
You
know,
said
trying to do what I
strength
did
check.
last time. He's stunned, right?
Yeah. You only managed to lift his arm about halfway high. So now you'll have to actually make an attack with the dagger. I'll give you a +2 bonus. And you only have to beat an AC 13.
And I miss
Wow.
it by 1.
Wow.
Nuts.
Yeah. Just can't manage to get that dagger into the right sensitive spot. But suddenly you feel like, man, maybe if I just had one immediate next chance, one more immediate chance, I could try again. Feels so quick.
Oh, it took me a minute. I'll
Next
try again.
round, top of the round. Oh my goodness.
Bugger.
You actually become almost immediately exhausted. You're like, man, forget it. You guys can do it.
It's not like I fall over on top of him and then I have a slight chance of maybe stabbing him or myself.
No. Maybe if I were feeling more creative, I could have come up with that, but too late. Creature with robes is still running or doing something. All right, Tor. One good solid hit. And that would be it. And creature number 3 joins his brothers and falls dead.
Death. Death.
All right, Vartan, these creatures are all either falling to the floor or falling to the floor with their lives slowly.
Oh, when I stepped into the room, I guess I can see a little bit more of it now.
Yeah. Let's oh,
I was there at one point, so okay.
and let's see, how far down would you? I suppose you could see all the way down this far. And you will notice that the doors at the far end of the room are open, and you hear excited discussion.
I am shouldering my spear and once again taking up my bow and training it down the corridor and then just stepping through to about here.
Okay.
But training it down the corridor, anything that I see, I can shot at.
Okay. Well, we're a few minutes past the hour, so why don't we leave it there? We're getting to the next phase.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
I enjoyed this.
Oh, and I will say that I'm
Me too.
hugging that wall there.
okay.
So I'm giving people, other people behind me, a clear shot down the corridor if they want. Try not to get in people's way.
No.
So yeah, that went quick. I didn't realize how late it was already.
Yeah,
It's a good
it
session.
did go quick.
Mostly because we didn't have to roll a lot of damage on our misses.
Yes, because we could not hit anything.
Speak for yourself.
Oh yeah, well, except Arista, who was an absolute monster. Blood-soaked mage at the back there.
I could get used to this.
I'm sure.
Thank you very much for the session. Next weekend and the weekend after, I can't make it. Next 2 weekends.
And
Oh, that's right. You did say.
yeah, well, I think next weekend, Jen and I are going to probably get called to a church meeting. So we probably won't be able to make it. So it looks like we'll have to wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm in the UK from the 28th to the 6th. So
Safe travels.
thanks. A long drive. Huh?
Well, you're driving it. Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, it's about. Let's see how far.
Yes, and my project went live, so I am finally free.
Yay.
And it was
Congratulations.
horrible.
So now are you responsible for like deployment and things like that, or?
It's all done.
Okay, but I mean, are you on the IT side or on the development
Oh
side?
yes, oh yes. No, well, I'm kind of on both. I'm the project lead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have developers, but I do also some development, and
Very cool.
I'm mainly I'm the project lead, and it could have went worse, but it could have went better.
Yeah.
It didn't help that they decided to deploy 2 system updates that at the same time, and yeah,
Ouch.
that did not go as smoothly as would like, and the person who was in project lead of the other project was throwing some shade at me,
Oh, yeah.
and I had to call him out in front of the Japan overlords,
Hmm.
Oops.
and he did not appreciate that. But,
Can't imagine why.
yeah, so he had to suck it up, baby. He tried to blame me for a delay, and I'm like, yeah, except the delay was due to your project team not having multi-language support for the module.
Mm.
And I was under the assumption it was there. He honestly was too, until the day we were getting ready to deploy. And he's like, but doesn't it? And his developer's like, no, we talked about this.
Mm.
Yeah, no way.
Oops.
But it's all done. Still picking up pieces and trying to get everybody situated. But it's so much more relaxing that it's done.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
hell or high water.
Glad to hear it.
I've just done a quick check. It's not far distance-wise, about 500 miles. but it's going to take me 8.5 hour drive. So
Yeah. Oof.
That's from Belgium?
from Belgium to the southwest of England. So
So you're going to go through the tunnel, or are you taking the ferry?
the tunnel. Ferry takes too long. It's too much faff. I
Yeah.
just want to with it. So you drive on the train, and the train gets you across in what, 35 minutes. So
500 miles, probably from Chicago, where I'm at, to St. Paul. Maybe that.
Yeah, isn't the lake house about 500 miles?
Could be. Yeah. It's 5 or 6 hours. Weird. That's just state to state, but then again, Europe. So.
like I say, it's not as fast as I would like. If it was all highway and no interruptions, it would go a lot faster. But
Yeah. It's those interruptions.
with the crossing the English Channel and everything, that takes up a bunch of time. So they say 8.5 hour drive altogether, which gets a bit cruel. Also, once you get out into Cornwall, there's no motorway either. So there's a dual carriageway. It's pretty good, but
Well, it's fun. We will play again.
I'm
Sounds
sorry,
good.
Pete. What did you say you had to cross?
the English Channel between England and France. So I need to get from France to England, which has got this big piece of water in the middle.
Clearly, he's English.
So they've there's a train that goes from Calais in France to Folkestone in England, and you drive your car onto the train, and the train will take your car underneath the sea over to England.
Mm-hmm.
But that, of course, takes quite some time. By the time you go through passport control and customs and immigration, wait for your train departure and drive onto the train and wait for the train to depart and then get the other side, and then this disembarkment. Luckily, they do all the border controls on entry. So once you get to the other side, you just drive off the train and then drive up to the highway and off you go. But at the Calais side, it'll take me a while.
Very cool.
Very good.
All right.
We'll see you next time, folks.
Yep.
See ya.
Good. Thanks, y'all.
See you next time.
Bye,
Good one,
guys.
Thanks so
Bye.
much. Bye.